if you have experience of suppose 10 plus years, then you have sufficient knowledge about something, at least one subject, which you can teach to another person. So in any case, whatever you learn, if you start teaching, then it actually gets ingrained and properly understood for oneself only. If you are reading something, then try to teach. Yeah, so that way you can very quickly you can absorb the content properly. So for so many of us, like say who are just trying to enter the digital age, are sufficiently experienced about something or other which can be transferred to the next generation. Now, when we are thinking about, like say, all of us are thinking about the development of India, right? Development of our nation, right? And so, what we are doing, so how are we thinking about the development of our nation? Is it somebody else's responsibility or it is our responsibility? We also need to contribute to it. Do we think that we can also do something about it a little, just a little? So the first thing what we can do is, hi, Mr. Arslan, right? So that is the way to pronounce your name. So sorry if I haven't pronounced it the right way. So, coming back to our thing, so most of us, whoever is thinking in this line, they think that it is entrepreneurship is one way with which we can do this. So, Atmanirbhar Bharat, like say it is so many times the present Prime Minister is saying, and I like the concept because. Uh, People has to be independent. They have to have the freedom, the right kind of freedom. So once, unless you one has this freedom of like say the opportunities that one has control over one's own income, he can do several things within his own skill, then nothing like it. Like say one will not be dependent on the office, on the boss, on the organization, and people who can manipulate him or her. So that is the basic thing. But how do we teach it to somebody else if we don't understand it properly? So there is this uh, trend to go use the technology and everybody talks about it, but when it comes to using the technology for one's own sake, one's own uh, periphery, one's own circumstances, people don't get the clue, right? So one of that clue, like say which I have so far found, is to have this knowledge transfer, and it can be possible in a digital manner. So what one can do is just record the subject that one has, a little uh, planning of um, that content is required. So first of all you have to design say 10 chapters out of whatever you know, and then to make it say into 30 sub chapters. So it becomes a 30 days course, right? Every day one person can listen to one segment and take the insight and synthesize into his or her own experience and come to another insight, right? That is what knowledge is, right? So that one can do, and unless we know that this can pay, this digital course can pay, one is not going to put much effort into it. So it can pay. So if you have some skill, some knowledge which can be transferred, this is the way one can do. So that is what is part of my performance optimization course as well. And one can go to that course or contact me as to how to do it. So today I got several several responses. People usually think that there is a website, then people will come to that. Of course, people will get, like, say, if you are very regular about publicizing whatever you are doing, then also people will come to that. But is there a passive way as to how people can reach out to whatever you are doing, whatever knowledge you are giving? So yes, there is a way. So that is the digital ways. So unless you think of that sustainability kind of thing, unless it is paying you, you are not going to do it properly, actively, right? So, uh, so entrepreneurship is the first thing that is there, and it has to be digitally done, and people needs to depend on, like, say, utilize technology for this thing, and then starting small. So one needs to start small. You cannot think about having crores of rupees from the day one, right? So yesterday I was looking at something, mm, looking at creating some performance performance related assignment. So there I could see many softwares which are there, which can actually track employees performance, and thereby help managers and team leads to actually optimize their performance, right? So those softwares are immensely useful, but they are starting now. They are just 1 or 2 years old, and they are starting very less, with a very less fee. Like one of many of them are starting with just $1 to $3. What does that mean? That means people are starting small. Once they utilize it properly and get the value out of it, then it can enhance its price to something else. The same thing holds for your course also. Once you start, people get value out of it. They get the insight, and they get the guidance that you can offer. Then the demand will grow, right? That is the way it happens. So what is the what and any business in the world can come into it, this same process. We I am talking about this knowledge transfer business. This is applicable to any business, any e-commerce business, any product business, any cooking business, anything that you do, it can be digitally managed. So in case of knowledge transfer thing, one can have this, one can follow this process. The first thing is to design the courses into 30 days course, and then record each day video. Each video can be just 15 minutes to 30 minutes duration. And this like, say, people don't have time to go to have a university degree, spend say 8 hours in a day and then learn. So people of all age and all category can have this course, and it can be optimized in it can be priced in such a way that everybody can offer, everybody can afford it, and then mm, once it is sufficiently popular, then it can be priced higher, right? So that is the trick. And once the courses are recorded, then they can approach me to upload those courses into the digital space, and create a member area, student area, where a student can enroll automatically without your personal intervention, and that is how your course can go digital, and it will be there um, till as long as you want, and as long as you can offer your personal guidance as well, because people would like a bit of counseling as well. So once it is there, you can save your time, you can do the course once, and it will be there forever, and you can develop further on those courses, right? So that is the idea. And you can take a look at my course, which is performance optimization course, which is available at the link that I have mentioned in the video, in the at the top of the video and the comment lines. and you can take advantage of that also. And anybody wants any help, they can approach me, right? Thank you.